All right. Hello, everybody. This is our usual Wednesday Motley Crew, and we are doing an off-the-cuff one-shot that there has been no prep for, and we've all just made characters, and it's going to be awesome. Welcome. Everyone, do you want to introduce yourself and the character that you have just created? Mog, start us off.
I'm playing Darloft of Dankil, a female hill dwarf cleric who is level 9.
Amazing. Ralf, what are you playing?
I am playing a bard named Yian Stonerose, or Stoney, and he is pretty much just me, but as bard.
Love it.
Take it.
Mike, tell us about Umbra.
Yeah, I'm Mike. I'm playing Umbra Lux, mountain dwarf totem barbarian.
So hard to kill. And Jim, what are you playing?
A bit of a random assassin rogue called Ewon Buttonsmith. That is 70 years old, apparently.
Does he make buttons?
Yes.
Out of the bones of the people that he assassinates? I don't know.
Ooh, how rude. How rude.
That
I'm
would
not
be.
an assassin. I make buttons. Duh.
Obviously. Fantastic. So we begin in the skybound temple, floating on top of these clouds high above the world. You all have rested up. You're in this temple. There were a couple of storm giants up here. One of them lies dead in the main hall of this space because you murdered him to take his key, his transdimensional key. So you can find out why there are portals in the sky that are opening up and unleashing dragons upon everyone. And that's kind of where we're at. We'll say Darloft, the absolutely massive giant key that opens up these portals. You attuned to it overnight, and when you attune to this particular magic item, it shrinks in size and becomes a normal key that you can actually pick up and use.
Excellent. Being a very small dwarf, that's very useful.
Indeed. So that's that's it. You guys have been tasked with finding out why dragons are attacking everywhere.
Okay. I was just saying, let's just go for the portal. We're rested. Is there anything around that I may just sort of, this looks interesting. I want to take it.
Depends on what kind of things you're looking for. Give me an investigation check and let me know what you're trying to keep an eye out for.
Yeah. So I'm looking for anything that would be perhaps magical or useful. I'm not so much into worth, as in monetary value. I want something that I could potentially blow somebody up with.
Absolutely.
Investigation, did you say? Or
That's what I said. Investigation.
Investigation, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 17.
17 is pretty good.
Yeah.
With a 17, you get a chance to fully look around this temple. You see the main kind of hall has kind of a throne, Abraham Lincoln style seat on one side, obviously for a storm giant, and there are these 5 statues of these 5 different chromatic dragons that line the walls. You search the storm giant's body, and you find what looks about the size of this pencil to a storm giant, but what to you is a javelin that crackles with lightning.
He's got a lightning pen. Amazing.
He's got a lightning pen. Yes.
Did you say we could start with the odd magical item?
We're doing a level 9
Right.
one shot. So yeah, 100%. If you want +1 magical item weaponry.
Absolutely, I'll take that.
Take
sorry. Do I have to attune to this lightning pen?
No, you don't.
Okay. So
there are 5 of these items or 4 of these items as it turns out.
I share them about.
There
I'm
you
obviously
go.
not going to be like, oh, fucking rich lightning javelins. Do you know what I mean? One other thing, can I see if there is what would be a giant or a normal size spool of thread anywhere that would be rope size for moi?
Oh, at 100%. Yeah, in one of these back rooms, there's like a full giant sewing kit, which includes like a needle lance,
I'll take it.
and thread for days.
Yeah, can I pick whatever color I want? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuchsia, I'll pick.
Fuchsia.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you've got a full length of fuchsia rope.
Perfect. Yeah, that is it for my snooping around. So thank you. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
Not if we've basically we would have our normal adventuring kit and everything else with us anyway, wouldn't we?
100%.
Well, so that's not an issue. Just move myself over on the camera because it's gone a bit weird.
You're teleporting slightly across.
Yeah, I need to change my background as well at the moment.
That's like the worst teleporting ever, isn't it?
It really,
Yeah.
I could teleport 3 inches to the left. Yeah, that is a fancy background today, Jim.
No, that's Tolton's. That's my other character, isn't it? That's Tolton's workshop.
Is that some kind of like rook head on top of that bookshelf in the background there? Or is that like a shark fin?
Yeah, that's a spider. Believe it or not, that's a spider. Mechanical spider.
Oh, I see.
An engineer, isn't he?
He is.
Basically. Oh, yeah. And if you look to the other side, I can't really...
Just teleport yourself 3 inches and I can see.
Here?
Yeah.
Just here. That is half of Bessie, but the rest of it's stuff shot.
There you go. Look, nice little workshop. Cozy.
Yeah.
Some swords over there, look.
Yeah.
Forge
Very
behind
nice.
me, look. It's nice. It's really warm in here, though, with that forge on the go. I've got to do something
It
about
really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what about your dungeon, Moggs? You've got some nice paintings.
He's in his manor.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of artwork on the wall. That never harms to jazz it up.
You do. Sorry, we're going off topic now.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So you have this key that there's also the option to try to turn back, but you are floating some hundreds of feet above the ground. So just a matter of figuring out how to get down.
Use your string rope.
Yeah, you could try to use your rope for days.
I think me and Moggs will be okay as dwarfs. Not sure about you guys.
Dwarves are like pendulums, basically, aren't they? Just like big clock weights, like No, I suggest. We've got a key. We could always chase after this giant that jumped through. I mean, I've got nothing else to do for the next 3-ish hours. We'll have a look, can we?
Sounds good.
Thanks, Umbra. Darloft, our cleric. I'm assuming you're up for this.
Yeah, let's do it.
And Ewon or Ewon? Ewon.
Yeah, I'm always getting, where there's profit, it's not a problem.
Fab. Okay. Does anybody want to be the bearer of the key? I'd suggest.
I can look after that for you. It's all right.
I'm not that fussy. Do you know what I mean? Who's got it right now?
Darloft has got it.
Oh, I mean, Darloft's got it, so I mean,
Oh, well, there you go then.
Yeah.
Leave it with a,
So
Let
Darloft,
a woman do all the work, eh?
I mean, yeah, that's the way adventuring parties always work, right? You take this key and slot it into the air in front of you and give it a good old twist. And as you do, the dimensional energy that is barely contained in this key releases, and a humanoid-sized doorway, shimmering light doorway, appears in midair where the key is opened.
Excellent.
Would you like to step through the door?
Oh yeah, I step through with my
Boom.
war hammer out.
Yep. Battle stands ready. You are through. You guys see Umbra just.
I follow after.
I'm down. I'll come in as well.
Stoney.
yeah, I've signed there in it. So let's go.
You step through this this portal and find yourself kind of surfacing out of a pond, it looks like. You take a look around and you seem to be in sort of a foresty, light, swampy area with not quite as dark as that, Jim, but
It's an alleyway. What do you want? Look, it's a back alleyway.
oh, it's a back alleyway. I thought it was like
Look.
dark trees and things. No, no, yeah, you find yourself like surfacing out of this this pool of water, and all around, kind of like there are some sparse trees and things, but there are mostly just lots and lots of these different pools. You find yourself coming out of. You seem to be like on the ground in this different place where you are. You're not in the sky anymore. But nearby, as you sort of make your way out of the pond, you see that there are some strange-looking figures.
Is it dark? You say?
It's not dark, actually. It's we're gonna say it's daytime. It's actually nice.
Okay.
It's nice outside. It's a little
Do you
too
have anything to
hot.
hide
honestly.
behind? Anywhere to hide?
Make me perception checks, everybody.
12.
9.
20 for me, but of the unnatural kind. Thank you.
Of course. You frozen, Morgan.
23.
23. Wow. On your 12, Jim. Yeah, there are a couple of trees that are near enough by that you could probably hide behind.
That's where I'm going. I'm going to go there. Catching a bit, guys.
Banished.
Yeah, Mike, you see there are some figures, and immediately you're just like, these people are weird.
Yep.
Ralf and Darloft have a look, and with that 20 and above, you guys know that these are Yuan T. You see the first of these three figures has a human body with a snake's head. The second, the human head and human body, but with snakes for arms. And the third is that classic kind of Naga thing with a human head and upper body, but with a serpentine lower body instead of legs. Fantastic. So you You see these guys. I'm going to make a little perception checks for them. Yeah, these guys for sure turn and clock you, making your way out of this pond, and they're a little ways away. They have drawn weapons. It looked like they were kind of dealing with something themselves before you arrived, so they already had their weapons out. It's not quite clear what that was, but they were all gathered around a different one of these ponds, and they call over to all of you, and the snake-headed one calls over and says, "Who are you now who comes to our lands? Are you invaders? Because we have our own problems."
I'm trying to stealth, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm trying to disappear at the moment, and I say.
Please roll me stealth.
Yeah, we'll do. Where are we? With a 25.
Oof. He's gone.
Yes, we could have sworn there were 4 of you, but it must have been the trick.
So could I. Umbra's looking around, Umbra's looking around going, I swear there was someone else here.
Yes, we do not wish to fight you. There are 3 of us and 3 of you. Okay.
Yeah. I trip up and stumble. Make a big noise and they look right at me.
You managed to make your way out of this pond and then trip and fall back into the pond.
Umbra's just chuckling to himself slightly.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Where is it you come from? I extended my M as well there for some reasons. Who is the person who speaks for you? One of you should speak.
Yeah, we come from the land of like Oneshotia, where we don't really do a ton of talking. What do you want to see happen now, Snakes? To be honest, we're here now. We ain't got no beef with you. We don't really like dragons. They've been kicking ass where we come from. And
dragons are very problematic for our people. Yes.
Oh, so we're cool, yeah?
We're totally cool if you're cool.
Because people fucking hate snakes where we come from. Like,
what?
they hate snakes. Like movies, they're like always bad guys, and they always usually.
Man, they've got movies in Oneshotia.
Yeah. And usually
like shows.
And having snake-like characteristics are usually like a negative thing. Do you know what I mean? You're slimy like a snake, and you don't look particularly slimy yourself. I think you look charming.
Snakes aren't slimy.
Well, that's what people say, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're slippery like a snake. Do you know what I mean? You cowardly snake slithering away on your belly.
I understand that you think we're cool, but please stop saying negative things about us.
Saying, but now that I know you, do you know what I mean? You mint. So yeah, we don't like dragons very much, and if you don't like dragons, collab. Do you know what I mean?
Collab sounds great. Yes.
Amazing. Ace. Great. I'm glad that you've accepted that, and I didn't have to roll a performance for that.
No.
So yeah, where are the dragons kept? And I'll try and kill them, basically. Yeah.
Well, the craziest thing happened just before you arrived. Out of that very pond that you've come out of, one of the storm giants erupted and banged and buffed his way towards and points towards just the most enormous, imposing mountain whose upper half is covered in clouds that you've ever seen. And they say he went that way and woke up one of the beasties of the swamp, and so we were trying to calm the beastie of the swamp so that it doesn't eat everybody.
Are you living in fear of this beastie thing?
Yes.
Okay, like we might be partially responsible for the giant teleporting out of the pond. I get horribly like moral like attachment to stuff, so like I feel personally responsible, or my party, for this. So I don't think we could go after the storm giant without taking care of your beastie problem. So life would be better if you didn't have the swamp beast, I'm assuming.
Yes, the swamp beast is very terrible and we hate it.
Okay. Fab. I'll tell you what we'll do. How about we take care of the swamp beast, afterwards you give us somewhere to rest, and then you could probably take us up the mountain. I mean, do snakes can go up mountains? Is there mountain snakes?
We technically can go up the mountain, but the dragons are the people who rule this world, and we are prey. Everything is prey for the dragons, and they have grown very hungry as it's been like 1,000 years since they laid their eggs, and so now they're hatching, and now they're going and opening. These ponds are all portals that lead to different worlds, and so they go and they're hunting now. They hunt.
Okay, but you'd have a guide who could get us up the mountain, a snaky guide. Yeah.
The one with the snake torso and the human body has also got like a half beard, half scaly, shimmering thing. And he goes, "Yes, I can lead you up the mountain for
Perfect.
once. Our people pilgrimaged up there."
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Your scaly beard sounds disgusting, by the way, but you look wonderful. Yeah.
It's possible things are living in it.
Grim. Okay. So what can you tell us about this horrible beastie thing then?
Well, it's horrible, and it's got lots of heads, and it comes out, and each of the heads wants to eat things, and the only reason it's not like the biggest thing we worry about in our lives is because dragons are bigger than it is, and so it goes underwater and it kind of hides in the pools that don't go to other worlds. And
Okay. All right, fab. So you've got no clue what its weaknesses are?
Well, we mostly just try to not wake it up and make sure that it's just happy swimming around and not eating our people. So not really, no.
Okay. Grand. Are you free now? We could do this right now.
Yes, summoning the beast is a very simple thing.
Oh, so we don't even have to go looking for it. We can.
No, it'll come to us. We'll be the bait.
Okay. Yeah. Grand. Great. How would we go about doing this?
Well, if you're good to go now, our lives are in your hands, and they take their hands and they take their swords and they just start slapping the surface of this one pond.
Can we we're not in the pond, are we?
Yeah, you can move over to
I'll be like, oh, hold on. It's like slappy snake hands. Let me just step out of this a minute, and then
the one with snakes for hands. The snakes have those little like circly eyes as they stop.
Like googly snaky eyes, like Car in Jungle Book, like hypnotized. Yeah, like come on. Yeah. So I want to be by the water. I don't want to be. Actually, no, I'll be 10 foot away from the water because I'm a little bit squishy. So yeah.
Go ahead and tell me what you want the layout to be. I'm going to draw one of my famous notebook maps. Right. So this is the pond. These three Ewon guys are these little dots with Ys. So where do you guys want to be around this pond?
Wow, that is the most round generic pond, isn't it?
It's the
Okay.
best kind of pond.
Grand. So those snaky guys, I'm doing my own as well.
I suppose like you guys would have come from like over here. There'd be like more ponds around and like a tree. I'll put a tree in.
Okay, yeah. So I would like to be to the south of Snakies, and I'll be about 10 foot away from the edge of the water.
Great. That is.
So from what we've discovered, or what you've discovered, I'm still sitting in this bush behind this tree with my bow drawn. I just don't trust these guys. They're snakes. What do you want?
I'm just drying my boots out from tripping up.
I didn't fall over. It was all planned. It was deliberate. These things live in the water, and it's going to come out of the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Did they say it was big? So I might have missed it.
They said it was big and that it had many heads.
Okay. Being that we're not exactly like complete scrubs at the moment.
No, you're low line.
One making a fair assumption to say it would be akin to say something like a hydra.
That's what I thought it would be.
Yes. Yes, you could make that assumption.
Oh my god, we had the best idea the other week, right? For a hydra that instead of having like one body and 8 heads, it's got 1 head and 8 bodies.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So all these bodies are just like in a circle, and then there's this head just in the middle, like every moment I live.
Protect yourself 360.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we are messing with what's gonna happen next. Here we go. Whereabouts are you then, Ewon?
I'm gonna, as long as where are we? Is that the tree I'm hiding behind?
You can be behind this tree if you want to be behind this tree.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yep.
That'll do.
Ewon's behind that tree. What about Umbra and Darloft?
Basically, he's standing next to the pool with his arms crossed, waiting for anything to happen.
Cool. I'll put you there. And Darloft, where are you about to at?
I'm just wringing my boot out because it's all wet.
Okay, so you're by the original pond over here.
Yeah, cussing to myself.
So, as starting places, pond. I can't remember. Ewon is here. Umbra's here. Like kind of next to Stoney, and then Darloft is way up down here by this other pond.
Sounds good.
Happy days. And they go, so shall we continue to slap the water?
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
do you have to feed your hands and yourself?
Yes, I do. They're very helpful in that they can pick things up, but they do have like little brains of their own, and they like whisper in my mind, and sometimes I don't remember who I am.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So like obviously like snakes eat like whole animals, don't they?
Like mice and things. That's more for the hands.
And what do you eat?
We're more like people. Like
So
people.
like do you feed your snake hands first to eat rodents, and then do you make like a ham and cheese sandwich?
Well, it depends.
And then
usually yes, because then they're not tempted to eat the ham and cheese sandwich because that's very bad for them.
I don't think they'll be tempted to eat ham and cheese sandwich anyway. But it's
you'd
also
be surprised. You'd be surprised.
I've got another question. That if you eat separately and they eat separately, what happens to their waste?
Oh, it's all like one system.
that is grim. And then this other one's got like a fucking grim snake beard. It is absolutely vile.
Yeah.
and you're touching it with snaky hands.
He's got normal hands, but a snake's body. Snake lower body.
But yeah, thanks for that. I'd like to pick this up after killing this Hydra, if this is okay.
Right, yes. If you have talk with animals, they can actually speak in a limited fashion.
Oh, Umbra, you can do that, can't you? Talk with animals?
I'm a barbarian.
I thought you were like a totem barbarian.
Oh
You
yeah,
do
I can.
animal stuff.
Yeah, I can. Yes, you're right. I can actually. Yeah, I can.
There you go.
But it's at level 10. I can speak with animals. Sorry,
Oh.
I just checked.
Well, maybe if you kill a Hydra, you'll level up.
That's like for every reason to kill this Hydra now is to speak to Snake.
Yeah. Let's kill it so I can speak to the snakes.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
I think. Yeah. Grand.
Great. Well, let's do this then. You see as he like slaps this like the snake heads on the water, the snake heads go like boom, boom, boom. The pond ripples. They stop. It started raining, which is lovely, but I'm going to close the window. Oh, that smell though. They stop beating on the surface of the pond. The ripples out, and then you see bubbles come up from the very center of the pond, and you see what is perhaps the weirdest creature you have ever laid eyes on. Up from the surface comes one serpentine head, and then all around it, almost like a star, 5 inward-facing bodies.
While this head's coming out of the water, can I loose an arrow?
Yes, you guys will definitely get a surprise round on this thing when it comes up. But as these bodies rise and start to try to get out of the pond in like different directions, and you see like 3 of them dragging the other 2 a particular way, all of the necks straining on the head, which is kind of the linchpin to all of this craziness, and you just see this head is just in pain all the time from its bodies pulling it in different directions.
So
And
it's
they're probably
got
permanently
a...
hungry as well.
Yeah.
5 stomachs to
It's
feed.
so hungry. So this is the one-headed, 5-bodied Hydra. We're doing it, baby.
Fucking amazing.
Amazing.
And I turned to like the snake people and I'm like, you know, this is crazy because where we're from, it's the other way round. It's like it has 5 heads in one body.
No way.
How bizarre. Do you not think that this is
That's crazy. What you just said is crazy.
bizarre?
Maybe it's just misunderstood. If you gave it something to eat, it might be all right.
Oh yes, but what it wants to eat is, oh god, it's coming! You guys go ahead and roll initiative.
I was sitting there with my bow ready to fire at these snake people, so
Oh, it's
We'll
top 21.
get initiative. You'll have a surprise round for sure.
no worries.
Should we
Are
do
we
this
still playing that cantrips can be done as a bonus action?
Yeah, 100%. We'll do that for this.
Cool.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make this work because it's designed to have its head cut off and then grow back.
It'll have to be its bodies.
Ooh, a couple of 21s. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll have to see what the heck it's doing. Cool. So I've got who between Darloft and Stoney wants to go first?
I'm always a
Stoney can
gentleman.
go first.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, go for it.
Fab.
Stoney.
Okay.
Stoney, go ahead. You are first to go in the surprise round.
So
While
we're
you're
doing
doing your first couple of rounds, I'm just going to be 1 second. I'll be right.
No worries.
So surprise round, yeah?
Yep.
I will, first of all, so I can do some cantrips first, you said, didn't we? So I will do, for a bit of, No, I'm going to go full force straight away. Okay.
Ooh.
And I am going to animate object.
Ooh.
And I would like to.
You're not throwing a dwarf.
No.
Yeah, dwarfs do not appreciate being picked up.
I would like to animate the biggest thing near me, and I'm assuming it's one of these big ass trees.
Yes, it would definitely be one of these big trees.
Would you say it is large or huge, the tree?
Ooh, there is a scale thing in my thing. I'm gonna have a quick look. Oops. It's a large tree.
Fab. Okay, so you see Stoney look at this weird, like introvertive hydra or dydra, whatever, and like, fuck yeah, now this is madman. And he pulls out a piccolo and starts like playing it like. All of a sudden, the tree that is across from him, its
Want to
legs.
go for the north one or the?
Which one's closest?
This one's closest, but Ewon is hiding behind it.
Oh, I'll go for the north one then.
North Street.
So I am going to get it to uproot its roots, and its tree and its branches become arms, and then you see this like face go, and then it goes, "Hi, Stoney, bruv." And I'm like, ah, my tree mate. I've got this like mental hydra thing, and he's like, "Fuck, that's mental, mate," and I'm like a big weird tree thing, and he just stomps on over, and he would like to make an attack on the hydra, please, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
So what are you to hits? So does 15 hit?
A 15 exactly hits.
Yes. So that's 2d10. That is 9 points of damage.
9
From
points of damage.
The tree just comes in and whacks it with its branchy arm. And then, as a bonus action, I would like to zap off some vicious mockery at the hydra as well. And yeah, and I do that. I have no puns for a hydra right now, so I'm not going to try and eke one out. I will try and think of some, but yeah, I waz off a vicious mockery, so it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, I think it is.
Well, then it shall. Believe it or not, this thing is not very wise. That is a 2.
I think you landed that one.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do some damage. D4s. So obviously it's not about the damage with this cantrip, everybody.
No.
He now has disadvantage on his next attack, so you're welcome. 14 4 points of
4 points.
damage.
So I say 14, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Your insulting damage did more than your actual damage.
Yeah.
That's the vicious mockery. Yeah, right there.
The tree goes and like hits one of the bodies, and then you just say something really nasty about like the way it looks and how it's like a weird thing. And you just
I bet you were abandoned at birth.
You see this head in the middle of these bodies, just like constantly in pain, just kind of goes.
I'm reminded that it's just a one-headed 5-body hydra. I don't even like take the piss out of it. I'm like, you are just an abomination. And he's just like, yeah. So, and I'm like, you make these snake people look really attractive.
Snake people pose.
Your vicious mockery hurts.
Yeah. And then, how far away am I from her at the moment? They, them, what?
From
Whoever
the
it is.
Hydra? The Hydra, some of its bodies have made it to shore. I'm going to say like 3 of its bodies have made it. So this is like a big, here. This is kind of the, how do I depict what I want to depict with this thing? So if this is the drawing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, body, 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 body. So this is kind of what's going on with this Hydra right now.
Let me see again. Oh God.
So you're
Yeah,
like,
okay.
yeah, you can get right up to 3 of its bodies if you want.
No, as long as I'm not engaged with it, I'll move sort of around the pond by my maximum movement, so 30 feet, please, because I cannot get close to that thing, regardless of disadvantage or not. So I'll end up.
You can sorry, what are you trying to do?
Get away from it, really. To be fair,
Cool.
I'd
Yeah,
take the piss out of it and then run away. That's kind of like what I do in real life anyway. Like, oh, you wanker, and then like sod off. Like, but yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'm like on the other side of the. I spend 30 feet of movement just to get away from it. You pick where roughly, Josh. I'm not that fast.
Yeah. I picked a spot for you.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm just adjusting how I've decided to make this work. So,
Yeah.
1, 2. Okay, great. So you have taken it from
So-
that to
Josh, with
Yes.
Stoney moving out the way, do I have a clear line of sight to this 5-bodied, single-headed beast?
Yes, you definitely have a straight line of sight. If you want, like, it depends on which one of these 5 bodies you want to hit.
It doesn't really matter. The one that is in the most direct line with me, because I would like to try my javelin of lightning.
Oh my. Oh my. So the first thing, you have direct line on. You can get 2 of them in a line if you don't include Umbra.
Yeah,
Don't include me.
yeah. I don't want to include you because I don't want you to get lightning damage.
Yeah.
Great. They're going to make a DC. What's the DC on a lightning javelin? 13 dex save. Also not very dexterous. They do make that save.
Yeah.
So that's.
Do you have to roll for each of the bodies?
Well, no. As far correct me if I'm wrong. As far as I was aware, with a javelin of lightning, anyone within 5 foot of the line has to make a dex save. But if I hit them with the javelin, they take the lightning damage. Is that not right?
Yes. So the way that I read it and the way I was going to do it is it's a dex save for like the line of lightning, and then it's also an attack. So,
yeah. So if I hit, he'll get the lightning damage.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So does a 19 hit?
100%.
Excellent. So let's have a look. That is what is it? Let's have a look.
46.
4d6 plus 1d6 plus 2. So excellent. So that's 8 of what would that be? Piercing damage. And then 10, 15 of lightning.
6 and 15.
Yep.
Great. That's 21 in total to one of these bodies.
And then could you please make a dexterity saving throw, please?
100%. That is a 5.
Right, you are now having the joy of a sacred flame.
Ooh.
Oh, 15. That's an 8 and a 7. I can't believe it.
you feel you boom, lightning javelin flies across and smacks into one of these bodies that's being dragged behind, that's still in the water. Lightning courses through this thing's body and up to its head. The head goes and then you go ahead and you sacred flame it, and yeah, the fire catches even if it's like, even though it's in the water, and like this incredible hissing of steam, and the one body is flailing in the water and the head is just going
I just mumble under my breath. I've still got wet boots though.
Brilliant. Ewon, that is your turn.
Right, okay. So this thing hasn't had a turn in combat yet, has it?
Nope.
No, good. So then that's with advantage, and it also auto crits in, I believe, as an assassin rogue.
Assassinate.
If I hit.
I believe that, yes, it's a surprise round. You are able to get your assassinate off.
With a 20. Not an actual 20, but it's a crit anyway, so... and a sneak attack as well, isn't it?
No.
And it was with sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay, so...
That misses.
The crit... yeah, in that case, no, you didn't hit. So the crit is only on the base damage, though, isn't it?
No, the crit includes the sneak attack damage.
It includes the sneak attack as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the way
only the dice roll, though, not your add-on.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Yeah, so the slightly different crit rules are you take max damage and then roll all the dice that you would roll again.
Okay, so you want me to give you max damage then? Okay.
I do want you to give.
So that's
max damage.
Sneak attack is. Where is a sneak attack? 5d6. So 6d6. So 36.
Yep.
Plus another. So basically, that's max damage. That's the bow damage and my sneak attack max damage 6d6, which is 36. And then I roll again for the crit.
And then,
is that what you're saying?
yeah, and then you roll those dice and see what you get and add that to the damage. Crit should hit hard. Crit should be cool.
45, 50, 54 damage.
Oh, jeez.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to hide. So basically, I'm going to go like that, lean out from around this tree, just go, and then go, oh, and then lean back in again.
Rogues for you.
Go ahead. So there are 5 bodies. There's one that Stoney hit. That's body number 1. And there's body number 5 that got electrocuted and fried. And then there are 3 that look completely healthy. Which body are you aiming for?
One of the completely healthy ones.
Cool. That's 54 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
No longer healthy.
Yeah.
And a stealth roll of 19.
And a stealth roll of 19. Okay,
yeah.
Fantastic. Yes, the Yuan T guys who are kind of like backed up and kind of watching you guys be all cool, kind of go like, huh? Where did that come from?
And a word.
Bolt
Ewon,
explodes into one of these bodies.
Are you in the tree or behind the tree?
I'm behind the tree.
Because I can still animate that tree, and you could just sit in the tree whilst I move around, and you could still stealth kill whilst I'm killing it with this other tree.
If you want.
Love it.
Love it. Do it. Do it.
Go on. Okay.
So if you get in the tree,
It'd be like being in an ant. You'd be walking around.
Although I'm tiny, I'm a stout halfling. I'm too short to climb up this tree.
Oh, don't worry about it.
That's
give
the only
me an
thing I'm worried about.
acrobatics check if you would like to do that.
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, leave it.
Leave that for now. So you have damaged body 2. Body 2 looks very badly hurt. Umbra, that is your turn.
I'm going to yell out. Umbra's just going to yell out, gross, and go into a rage.
This is fucking disgusting!
Yeah. 24 in the first attack.
Yeah, that 100%. Yep.
Yep.
Again, which body would you like to be targeting of these 5?
Isn't one of the ones that's not damaged?
Not damaged. Got it.
Yeah. That was for 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Second attack. Oh, is a nat 20.
Ooh. So same deal. Max out what your potential damage was, and then roll an extra damage die.
Okay, yes, so that's 10. So 22 points of damage.
Yeah. 100%. That hits and hurts. There's only one body that hasn't been damaged at this point, and you guys just boom, 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 on this thing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, cool. I'll be back in a sec, guys.
No worries. We reached the end of the surprise round. It didn't technically roll this, but I gave you a surprise round and you did way more than I thought you would, so it's going to go at the top. I am fudging the rolls. Come at me. Cool stuff. You guys see, you have dealt all of this damage to this Hydra. The body that you shot, Jim, you see, it's all damaged and stuff. The head kind of squirms and severs the connection to that body. And then it goes and it's going to sever the connection to its the body that Umbra hit. So it snips off two of its necks. And these bodies kind of go limp and die. And then you see squirming out of its neck, and it grows 4 new bodies.
Oh, man.
Oh, the poor thing.
It goes, I am going to so yeah, give me 1 second to just implement what just happened.
So basically, we got to kill this in one round, or it's just going to keep respawning.
Not necessarily.
Not quite.
Aim for the head.
Oh yeah, headshot.
We are going to. You can see that these bodies are like newly grown and are not quite as big as its other, well formed as its other bodies. But now we've got, instead of bodies 2 and 3, we've got body 2.1 and 2.2, body 3.1 and 3.2. And each of them have this many hit points. The body that looks worst, the one that took a little bit of damage, body 1, did not get severed and multiply. And the body that got electrocuted and burned looks really worse off and did not get snipped off or multiply. Go ahead and give me a nature or an insight check, if you'd be so kind.
Everybody?
Everybody may make this, if you'd be so kind.
Oh my God, Ralph, this is your first time you've ever rolled good for nature. 19.
19, yes.
I've gonna do it on insight because I've got +7. So yeah, that gives me a 19.
19 as well. 14?
Yeah,
14, 1, 4.
Cool.
I'm rolling too well. I'm gonna trip up in a hole in a minute and die.
No, it's a one-shot. It's the one-shot luck. It's just going to last until the end of the one-shot. And we'll abandon you for a campaign. We'll just say that everybody gets this information. You with your insight, Darloft, can see the amount of pain that this thing is in, and you can see that as its multiple different bodies were getting hit, it was feeling the pain from all of its different bodies. So after a certain amount of damage was done on the particular bodies, it snipped them off just to stop feeling the pain from the bodies. And Stoney, you remember, the way that normal hydras work is if you do a particular threshold of damage, just ordinary damage without anything like special about it. You can't remember exactly what the special thing you need to do is, but if you do a certain amount of damage without doing anything special, a normal hydra would have its head cut off and then grow 2 new heads.
Yeah.
That's what you're dealing with. Cool. This hydra is going to go ahead and take its turn and make its attacks. So now it's got an extra couple of bodies. It is going to make 1 attack per body, and it's going to make 4 attacks on Umbra and 3 attacks on this animated tree.
Great.
Happy days. So the 3 attacks on the animated tree are going to be it gets +8 to hit, so that is a 13, an 18, and a 21.
Yes on all.
Yes on all.
Yeah.
Cool. So he is going to deal 1 of these and 1 of these and 1 of these. Really, really poor damage roll. That's only going to be 21 points of damage.
Okay, no, that's not bad. It's not bad.
I'm preparing you for the amount of damage it could possibly do to Umbra.
Yeah.
But you are barbarianing, so
Yeah.
cool. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
How about a 16?
Yes.
Okay, so 3 of these 4 bodies are going to hit, and you can kind of... Okay, just because the imagery of this is too good to pass up. You see this head kind of go, wah, wah, lift itself up a little bit, and the bodies are all kind of get a little bit closer to allow the head to go up. And then you see them start to sidestep and rotate around in a circle. And they go faster and faster until they spin.
Carousel.
God, Jesus Christ.
We're gonna go ahead and roll some damage on.
Yeah, go for it.
Right there. That's gonna be 28 halved to 14.
Yup.
So not that bad, all things considered. It is then going to move away. Is it going to move away? It knows the direction of those things. It knows the direction of that. No, it's gonna stay put exactly where it is, and go ahead and pass the turn. So that is Stoney.
Cool. So it's not moved anywhere. Niched. What? I mean, observation-wise, is there anything else that is medium or large size, like a rock, boulder, another tree?
Yep. There's the second tree behind that's behind which Ewon is hiding, and then there's a big boulder ambiently around.
Okay. I've got enough points to get like a medium-sized item and a large. So would there be like a large boulder and a medium boulder? Cool. That's fine then. So as I'm still concentrating on animate objects, I then sort of pull my piccolo out again. I'm like, right, shit, okay. Where are these rocky, bouldery things?
We're gonna put them by this other pond over here. So there's big rock and there's medium rock, and they are by this pond.
Okay, so they're probably about what, like 30 foot ish?
Yeah, they're like 30 foot from you, and then triangularly like 30 feet away from the Hydra as well.
Okay. Right, so piccolo again, and sort of all of a sudden, pull out a good jam, and then like this large boulder and this little boulder like come to life, and it's like, "Oi, me!" And the other one's like, "All right, mate," like that. And then and I'm like, "Lads, cracking to see ya. I've got old tree taking care of this like Hydra. Have you ever seen anything like this before? They're like, mate, that's mad, isn't it? And it's like, so yeah, can you like take care of that for me? Is that all right? Like, bruv, ovs, totally. So I'm gonna get the medium one in first to wail in on him.
Absolutely.
So he'll move in.
Stoney, before you make those rolls on those two creatures,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast War Blessing on them, and you can choose which one you add +10 to.
Is that a reaction?
What to the attack?
That's a reaction, yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
So +10 to attack just the one time though, yeah?
Yeah, just one. Yeah, I can only do it once. But if you do both the rolls, then you can choose which one you add it to.
I can add it any time I want, yeah?
But I'm not allowed to know the result, yeah. So you've got to do. You can do it after the roll, but before I know the result.
So that could be any of those turns though, yeah? Like it doesn't have to be now, it could be like in a turn's time.
But that'd be my reaction for this round. I can cast it again.
Oh right, okay. So I've got right, okay, so I'll right, let's try with the medium one first. That's gonna hit anyway, so don't worry about that one. That is going to be 23 to hit for that one.
100%. Are you aiming for one of the injured ones, or one of the new ones, or the last healthy one?
Just one that looks squishy. I'll have a go on. So that's 2d6. That's pretty good. So that is 11, and then plus 1. So that's 12 points damage for that guy.
Yep.
And then I'm going to send in the bigger one to hit, and that will hit as well. So that is 24 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's 2d10. So that's 9 and 8. So 17 plus 2, 17, 18, 19 points damage from that one.
Nice.
And then I'll then send in Tree. This is like a big band. And he's gonna take a crack at. I mean, if these other ones have already got damage on them, like try and distribute the damage out equally.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll imagine that's gonna hit as well. 17 to hit.
Yep.
So that's 2d10. So that's 6, 8, 10 points of bludgeoning damage from him as well.
10 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay, awesome. You have, over the course of your turn, you have distributed the damage evenly enough that you don't think that you've triggered the threshold of this Hydra on its bodies. Cool beans. Darloft, that is your turn.
Okay. Sadly I've used my javelin, so I will go to my crossbow, and I will aim for. Well, how many of the bodies can I see from my angle? Is it 3 of them?
Yes, we'll say 3.
So let's say the least damage of the 3.
Got it.
One shot luck, and that 20. But sadly, that's only 6 damage, 8 damage, and then I roll a d6. So that is 11 damage.
11 damage. Fantastic.
And then just to finish off, I will cast Sacred Flame. So can I have a dex saving throw, please?
Oh, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a natural 1.
Oh, does that double my damage?
No.
Right, 11.
On 11 points of fire damage on the same one that you hit before?
Yeah, on the one that I just shot. So I shot a crossbow into its chest and then fired Sacred Flame at it, igniting the arrow so it's burning in his chest.
The Yuan T guys are going, yay!
Little cheerleading section going on.
They do. They're making they're making letters and like cheering, and almost all the letters are like S's and Y's.
And then with my warm hands, I just put it around my boot, trying to dry it.
Yeah.
Pleasant hiss as the food starts to dry out. Ewon, that's you.
Right. So, well, obviously, has it noticed me? Has it noticed me?
No,
Did it
it
notice
has
that I've
not
hidden?
noticed
Okay,
you.
Cool. So, I am going to attempt to shoot another arrow at it then.
100%. Yeah.
There's an 18 hit.
An 18 does hit, and you kind of have your pick of the bodies.
Okay, so can I aim for the head, please?
You may aim for the head. The head is a trickier shot than the bodies. An 18 is not going to hit the head, so you can use this to hit a body.
Okay, I'll just hit the body then. All right, no worries. Are there any of the bodies still there from the first round of combat?
They are, yes. These bodies are on shore and just.
Are they? Yeah, but are any of them looking a bit worse for wear, or?
Oh, you mean like bodies that are still attached?
Yeah, from the yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. There are the little new bodies look pretty messed up. Half of them look pretty messed up. One of the main bodies looks. Yeah, and two of the main bodies look pretty messed up as well.
Okay. The one that looks of the main bodies that looks least messed up. I'll
Got
go
it.
for that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 1d6 for the bow, and then I've got this still counts as sneak attack, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it does not. And even if it didn't, it would be flanking. I've decided to reintroduce flanking into my games because why not?
Well, not just that. If there's 5d6, so 6d6, 2, 4, 5, yeah. 5d6, yeah, 5d6 plus that, yeah. Okay, so if there's somebody in melee range of it, that counts as a sneak attack anyway, doesn't it?
Yes.
If he's preoccupied, so yeah.
Exactly. So there's advantage on the roll.
6, 10, 14, 16, 17, plus 5, 22 points of damage.
Ooh, baby. Yeah,
Not quite as hard hitting as Tulwood. And he's a level higher.
2 points of damage. Cool.
And I'm going to attempt to hide again.
Go ahead and give me the roll, baby, the roll.
With a 13 plus 13, 26.
Besides getting a nat 20, it's physically impossible for it to see you.
Okay.
Anyone to see him at this rate?
Yeah, it's true. Like, truly, there are just arrows hitting it out of nowhere. Just nowhere.
The forest is fighting for us.
Yes, it is. Yes,
In fact, one of Stoney's tree says, "Yes, my brethren, fight with me." Brilliant. Umbra, that is you.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to hit the closest body to me.
Yep.
And does 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Okay. So that is for because I'm ranging as well. 16 points of damage.
Yes, 16 points of damage. Very good. Very good.
And then
this
second attack.
This one looks on death's door. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll hit it with a second attack. So 17 to hit.
Yep, 17's good.
And then 8, 9, for 11 points of damage.
How would you like to deal with this body in front of you?
I think I'm just gonna keep pummeling it with my, like, smacking it with my war hammer, just constantly over again until it explodes.
The eyes of the head go wide and frantic with pain as you slam into this body, and it has to snip that body off in order to not go mad with the pain. that it feels. Very cool, very cool. It's going to go back up to its turn.
I've just got to add, we didn't put disadvantage on its first attack.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
But I'll happily, let
Transfer
it carry
to
on.
this one. Yeah.
It would only be. Would it be technically just one attack?
It's
Yes.
just his first, his next first attack. So if
Yeah,
it's got
but I
like
mean-
12 attacks in a round, it's only the first one.
Oh, is it? That's fine. Yeah, that is fine.
So yeah, one of these bodies that you were hitting, Umbra, was one of the ones that was like currently in the process of growing. It has been snipped and does not create new bodies when it dies. But when it gets back to the top of its turn, the body, the bodies that were not severely damaged, in fact, made it through with no damage, those grow to full size. This is a very annoying creature. So, yes, but no other new bodies sprout out. So it's just the two that get a little bigger than normal.
The one I just hit,
Yes.
how bad is that? Because that was one of the ones that had already been hit as well.
Yes. So it had been hit, but you wanted specifically the one that had been hit the least.
That's right, yeah.
So it is now looking to be like around half health.
Okay, cool.
Cuckoo, there are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bodies in total. The Hydra is going to make an intelligence check, actually. It's so stupid. I did not realize when I started to make this roll how stupid it was. But it actually gets a pretty good roll, considering that it gets a -4 to its rolls. So it got it 15, rolled a 19. So it is going to kind of see that Umbra is sort of immune, and it's kind of surrounded by all of these things that have been conjured by Stoney. And so it is going to bumble its way over to get in within attacking range of Stoney.
Does that mean anybody's getting an attack of opportunity?
receive attacks of
I was about to
opportunity
say.
from all of the summoned stuff or the animated stuff that Stoney's got, and Umbra.
Woo!
I was going to say, I didn't take any movement last time, did I? That's my fault. Yeah, that's fine. What do you want me to do? What order should we do this? Just
Tree, big, small boulders.
okay. Let's do tree first. Okay. That is 15 to hit.
Yes, that exactly hits.
That's fucking amazing. That is 18, and then plus it's. Hold on, let me just go back to
24.
my object. 18, 20 points of damage on that one.
Nice.
Are they just hitting randomly, or
Yeah, just
Cool.
distribute sort of it out. However, it will chain
Yep.
of whatever's squishiest to non-squishiest. Okay, so then it will be tree boulder, big boulder, and that is going to hit as well. That is 17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Fucking hell. That's good. 13, 14, 15 points of damage.
Yeah, 15 is good. Yeah.
And then let's do the medium. Oh, see, I can't use your thing now, can I, Moggs? So, yeah, that's 14. That one misses that one.
Yeah, no, I can't do it as a reaction for a surprise attack.
There you go.
For a reaction stuff. Very cool. And Umbra.
Okay, I just go swinging in with my hammer. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For 10 points of damage on one of the closest body parts.
Yeah.
And
10 points of damage.
Second, not going to hit 10. Second one doesn't
it's
hit.
only an attack of opportunity, so it's not a. It's not
Oh
a full
yes,
attack.
so there's no second attack. Sorry, my fault.
All good. So the Hydra closes in with Stoney and is going to make 6 attacks. The first is going to be with disadvantage. With disadvantage, that is a 25.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm so sorry. Second attack is going to hit. Third attack is going to hit.
Fucking hell.
Fourth
Come on,
attack
are
is
you
a
ready to roll another-
22.
Are you ready to roll another character?
Go on.
Yeah.
Fifth attack is a 16.
Yeah.
And last attack is a 17. Okay. We're doing this.
Do I not
If
get
looks
an
could
attack of
kill.
opportunity with my bow?
No, I think it's not
No.
leaving your threatened area.
Fair enough.
We don't get that bonus.
Okay, so that's a couple of ones.
Couple. So 2 points.
Yeah.
It's going to
Couple of
be
ones,
58
11.
points of damage.
Blooming heck.
I'm actually doing okay. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that was sore. 80 minus 58, 20, 22. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fab. Thank you.
Cool beans. And then it is your turn, and you are in its range.
I'm in its
Threatened area.
Okay, so I am going to perform okay, so I'm going to perform Mantle of Majesty on myself, which it gives me a majestic presence for a minute until I'm incapacitated. For the duration, whenever a creature tries to attack me for the first turn, the attacker must make a charisma saving throw against the spell DC. Actually, no, tell a lie. Fuck that. No, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change this up. Hold on. Even better. I know what I can do, which is even better.
You're going to shout, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's fine. I can take my disengage. Okay. I can disengage and then spend my movement to get away. So I then want to get like 30 foot away from him. And I want to get, probably I'll be behind that tree over there. And then I can then use my bonus actions to send in my army of assholes, trees and boulders. If I was going to do I can save that for another time. Mantle of Majesty, it'd be much better in a different situation. So yeah, I'm running away and sending in my bigger boys to kick its head in.
Absolutely.
Basically. Yeah. Okay. So let's go with the big tree first. That will. No, that will miss. That will miss on the second guy. Oh, and that will hit though, 15 to hit. So 2d6. So that's 6 plus 1 point of damage.
7.
Yeah.
Lovely. I will put that on this guy. Nice. There. Cool beans. Fantastic. Darloft.
Hello. Right, I will I've got my options are my bow again because I'm still a little bit away. So let's have a look. Oh, 12.
12 does not hit.
No, and can you make a dex throw, please?
Uh-huh.
Save.
That is going to be a 13.
Nope. So at least I get one hit. 2. Oh, only 3 this time. The rolls are going against me.
You are taking into account the fact that once you hit, is it 8th level, you get your cantrip spell damage goes up.
Yeah, it's 2d8.
Yeah.
It's not until I think level 10 it goes to 3.
Yeah. It seems to not like it when you hit it with fire.
3, only 3 though this time, sadly.
But you see what is happening is this kind of weird. You guys are definitely winning this fight. It's not like it's actually doing a huge amount to you.
Can I use a bit of?
Just one sec.
Sorry, go on. Go on.
So what you're seeing is Yian Stonerose running around this pond, and this lumbering, crazy, 6-bodied hydra with one head lumbering after him and trying to hit him. And then behind him is a tree, and made a couple of boulders coming back behind and hitting some bodies.
Oh, so Benny Hill then?
It's just almost cartoonish in what is actually going on.
Can I use a bit of common sense? This thing's a bit like a troll, isn't it?
In what way?
Well, trolls, the best way of dealing with trolls is burning them or pouring acid on them to stop them regenerating.
Yeah, in that sense, yes.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Darloft, that was you. Ewon, it is your turn now.
Excellent. Okay, so with a 21. Is that going to be good enough to hit the head?
It is indeed going to be good enough to hit the head.
That's what I'm aiming for. Fantastic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not so good this time. 11, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh no, I lied. 18 plus 5 is 23.
23 points of damage. Okay, give me 1 second to do some bits. Holy moly.
You killed it.
This creature has become so... The mechanics of it are so weird that it's almost completely homebrew at this point. It is truly mad. So that goes to... okay, I'm going to do that. And this one...
Oh, I haven't been... I should have done that. Never mind, don't matter.
Okay. You shoot this arrow and hit it in the head, and you see wiggling on the ends of all of its necks, all of its bodies writhe and all of its bodies writhe in incredible agony. It seems as though the damage you have dealt to its head damages all the bodies at once.
Fantastic. Is the arrow still sticking out of it?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, and one of those bodies goes limp.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, you said a magical weapon. I haven't added that, so never mind. On any of mine, but never mind.
Oh, I see. So you would have been doing more damage.
Yeah, well, it would have counted as magical, and it would have been 1 more damage on each shot.
Yeah.
I ain't fussed.
Okay, cool. Amazing. I assume that you're going to hide?
I certainly am. With a, what's that, 6 plus 13, 19.
Okay. Yep, it got an 18 on its roll, which actually, can come to think of it, perception is an intelligence-based roll, isn't it?
Perception.
I think it is, yeah.
No, it's wisdom.
It's wisdom. Okay.
Mm.
In that case, it was just a straight 18. So yeah, you are hidden from the Hydra. Umbra, that is you.
I'm assuming it's kind of one of its backs to me now because it disengaged,
Yes.
where it moved away from me and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I can't see its head. So I'm just gonna rush forward and try and attack the.
Its head is in the
close-
middle of its bodies.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to try to do some kind of check to get past its bodies and nearer to its head, you may do so.
Yeah, I'll try and do that. Yeah, I'll try and do that. What do you want me to roll?
I guess you can roll athletics. Yeah, or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
Well, I'm actually quite good in athletics, so I'm going to roll for that.
It's going
and
to roll
it
it
was
opposed.
and
Huh?
that was a bad roll. It was a bad roll.
Cool. So that will
I got 9.
that'll only cost you your movement. So you're still close with the bodies if you want to do some stuff with the bodies.
Yeah, I'll just attack the closest body to me then.
Awesome.
The first one I got 15. 15 will hit, won't it? You said.
15 hits.
Okay, let's just roll my damage. And yeah, that is 14 points of damage.
Oh baby, that body's not looking good. That body looks like one more hit and it could be dead.
Yeah, it's not going to be my hit though, because I got 7 on my second attack.
That does not hit.
No.
Very cool, very cool indeed. It is now going to be the Hydra's turn. Oh, this Hydra is so unhappy. It lost one of its bodies permanently. It is going to okay. For the sake of the craziness of this one shot, and because you guys have been killing it thus far, here's what's going to happen. The Hydra is going to snip off all of its necks from the amount of pain that it is in. And you see, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Going to turn into a snake.
That is 8 full bodies that are dead around this head, which just falls onto the ground. And you see the eyes, which were like manic and crazy, like roll back for a second, and there's like a moment of stillness, and it feels like everything is fine and everybody's going to be okay. And then the eyes come back and they're like glowing red. The head is going to sprout what looks like a network of tendrils, which are going to, of like nerves, which are going to connect to all of the fallen bodies at the same time. This is full final form of whatever this thing is.
You've been watching Dragon Ball Z again, haven't you?
Yeah, 100%.
This is Cell's final form, isn't it?
This is my final form. Perfect Hydra. And it's going to grab all of its bodies and thrash around. So the head is like high above everything else. And it's connected by these like thin nerve tendrils that are like animating its old bodies to make attacks. Those things are gonna come in, and they are crazy. There are 8. There are 4 of you. I'm gonna make a roll just to see with the ambient destruction that happens whether it just ambiently gets. No, it doesn't. Does not knock over the tree of which you were behind, Ewon. So you're just fine. So it's gonna have 2 attacks on each of the people it can see, and it is going to 2 attacks on each of the people it can see. That's 6, and then 1 attack on the tree, and another attack on a boulder. So, attack on the tree. Yes, that's a 24. How does 10 damage look there, Stoney?
Oh, did it follow me to the tree? Did it?
Oh, this is hitting the tree that your
One of your
animated tree.
animated trees.
Oh, yeah. 10 points damage.
Yeah.
What? 10 to hit.
No, 24 to hit and 10 points of damage.
Yeah. No, the tree is still a tree and the tree-ish.
It's actually going to use this other attack instead of attacking the boulder to try to hit the thing. It's going to get 18 to hit.
Sorry, I was miles away then.
All right.
I'm back with you now. I'd imagine. Yeah, it does hit. It does hit. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Another 20 points of damage.
The tree is sawdust.
Yeah, one of these flailing bodies that that's being animated by this strange tendril network of nerves. Its claws flail around. You hear the breaking of bone as these things just kind of just whack into this tree as hard as they can with no regard for pain. And another body comes and just smacks and whips into the tree. And again, you hear the breaking of ribs and stuff in this old body as the tree is ripped in half. 2 attacks are coming at you directly, Stoney.
I'm 30 foot away now.
Yes, so some of the bodies will close that distance.
Oh, okay. So they're moving away from the boulders then.
So the way this is kind of working is all these bodies were in different areas, and they're kind of now they no longer matter in terms of their hit points. It's just the head that matters. So the bodies are all just kind of getting free movement.
Okay, right.
It's like a weird death rattle thing this thing is doing. Does a 12 hit you?
No, thank fuck.
How about a 17?
Yes.
Cool beans. Don't worry, that's 13 points of damage.
Don't worry.
I'll decide when to worry. So yeah. No, that's cool, bruv.
Happy days. 2 attacks are going to be coming at Darloft.
Oh no!
2 of these bodies go and make their way full on, almost like rocks at you.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit you?
I just move to the side and it shoots past me.
How about an unnatural 20?
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, as I move to the side to dodge one, the other one clouts me in the head.
Absolutely. That's 16 points of damage as this thing just whips into you.
Ooh. 16 points, did you say?
I did.
Okay.
And the last 2 are coming at Umbra.
Mm-hmm. Nat 20s?
No! Does a 13 hit you?
No.
These are both misses. No. I rolled a 2 and a 5. Cool beans. So yes, there's this head. The AC on the head is higher than the bodies, but the HP is low. We're going ahead. Stoney, that is you.
So I use my bonus action to try and get the remaining animated objects to have a wail. Firstly.
Yep, I'm saying that it's in the sky, and the way that I'm going to make that work mechanically for now is that if you have a melee weapon, it's just an attack with disadvantage to hit the thing in the air.
Put your hands in the air. Throw your hands up in the air. No. And this will. Yeah, it is 16. Oh yeah, it's 13 plus 6, so 19 to hit. So 2d10.
Yes. With the increased AC, a 19 will hit.
Oh yeah, it's increased. So that is 15, 17 points of damage.
Yeah. Boulder hurts. Hurts this thing for sure.
Floaty head.
Floaty head. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Yes, I would.
Mhm.
I will. So if I move away, does this floaty body thing, not the floaty body, does it get a attack of opportunity?
It will not.
Okay, cool. I am gonna run away, click my fingers, and I'm going to turn the head of the. Well, what happens is I click my fingers, the boulders just crumble into boulders,
Yep.
and then the head turns into a slug with polymorph.
Let's do some rolling, shall we? Is it wisdom?
Let me just double check. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
That is an 18.
And this is. It had to be 19.
It had to beat a 19?
Yes.
Your spell save DC is a 19?
Yes.
That's incredible.
Bloomin' heck.
How did you do? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Describe what you want to have happen. This is end the fight.
Hold on. Bear me 2 seconds. Hold
Yeah.
on. Hold on.
Wow.
It's probably
I wanted
gone wrong.
to do the kill.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I had it all planned and everything.
No. I could have this wrong. Give me 2 seconds. Now that you've said it, that is quite high. Was that just a temporary thing? Because this is an old character sheet. Give me 2 seconds.
Should be 8 plus your spellcasting modifier plus your proficiency.
If he's a bard, he gets half again.
I believe that's right.
So 5.
I don't know, because they're jack of all.
I think the jack of all trades is for skills that you are not
Is
proficient
it just
in.
skills? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I will double check now.
No, it was 17, not 19. Hey, okay, so it saves. It saves.
Darloft, you've got your second chance here.
You see in your mind's eye the spell take hold, and you could picture exactly what it would look like for this head to turn into a little slug and fall straight down onto the ground where you could squish it. And then the spell fizzles in your hand.
I am gutted, man.
Oh,
I am gutted. But I'm happy that someone's going to be able to take this thing out. Yeah, so I'm like, shit. Just run away.
Just kill it.
I'm just running around a pond. Yeah.
You've almost made it like to the other side, like fully like 180 degrees around.
Absolutely cowardly as well. Very cowardly.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. Ewon. No, sorry, that's wrong. Darloft. That is
Right. So I am pissed now because I've just been hit on the head by a rock, dropped my shoe in another puddle. So I'm going to. Oh, okay. Does 17 hit?
17 does not hit the new AC of the head.
Oh. Okay. Then I miss. Can you make a dex saving throw then, please?
It absolutely can, but it only gets an 8.
Okay, brilliant. So I'm not going to get the kill, sadly, but 6 flame damage.
6 flame damage, 100%. Yep, looks, just, again, this head is like this tiny little thing compared to like what you were fighting with all these bodies and things. As Stoney's spell fizzles, you shoot one The other one. These
So,
nerve
yeah,
endings start to fray. Yeah.
Still a bit dazed from being hit on the head, so I shot a guiding bolt that flew off and then hit him with my cantrip of Sacred Flame.
Brilliant. Ewon.
Okay. Well, I'm obviously going to lean out from this tree and have another shot with a 11. With a 20. It's not a natural 20. It's just a 20.
20 will hit.
Excellent. Does that count as a sneak attack still?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's going to count as a sneak attack. It doesn't know where you are.
Nice. All right. Okay.
Nobody has seen you since you came through.
No. Oh, if only Lucky applied to damage rolls. It's a bit pants. 2 5s. 2 1s, sorry.
Oh, it's always really rough on that.
16, 18. I did get some good other rolls, though. 5, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 plus 5, so 26.
26. Yeah, this thing is looking so bad. So bad.
And with I rolled a 15, and I've got 13, so on top of that.
Perception is a 3, so you are
okay. So it's not going to see me then.
Nope.
No one's
28. 28.
28. You look down at yourself and you can't even really see yourself.
I'm sure my hand was there just now.
Umbra.
Do I? I'm just going to try and. Do I need to do enough for athletics things to try and hit the head, or
you don't? Actually, you know what? If you make a DC 18 athletics, you can make your attacks without disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't do it. 11.
Then you may make your 2 attacks with disadvantage.
Or can I just use my javelin to throw?
Oh, the lightning javelin?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, it's going to make it save. Or rather, it fails its saving throw. Go ahead and roll an attack. Roll
an attack, okay.
Yeah.
18.
18 does not hit. But go ahead and roll 4d6 for the line of lightning that happens.
4d6. Hang on. Yeah. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Yeah. Took a second to load up.
This thing. Now here's the thing, Umbra. Umbra, you deal this damage, and it is truly hanging on by a thread. The next person in the I don't know that it's worth doing the thing. Next person in the initiative is Stoney. The next thing that hits this thing is going to kill it. I know somebody who desperately wanted to be the one to kill it.
Oh, obviously I stand aside. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Whoever wants to take out this fucking weird.
I'll happily have a go at it again if I can.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
It's annoyed me, but if anyone else wants to go for it, then I'll bow down.
Mate, I'm running away. I'm running away from it. So it's
okay. Right, let's have a look then. Come on. 17 again.
Use a cantrip.
Use the cantrip.
So I'll have to use the cantrip. Do a dex saving throw, please.
Use the force, Luke.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
No, you get it in the face. Oh, yes, an 8. Wow.
Finish him.
14.
Finish him.
So I just flame to the head and you could just see its head burning up. You know, like a demonic demon and screaming and arms flailing and yeah. And then I just start striding towards my javelin to go and collect it like, walking the park, looking around like, with 1 foot kind of.
Yeah. And a song that's all squelching.
Yeah.
So kind of not quite pulling it off, but not really caring.
And with that, the Hydra, the many-bodied Hydra, is slain, and its many different bodies lie dead. The skull falls to the ground. Empty eye sockets staring out. Finally, no longer in any pain. Finally at peace.
Why didn't it just give itself up?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to die.
It was
like,
too stupid. It was too stupid to know that it wanted to die.
Bless him.
There you go. The 3 UNT race over to you guys. So amazing! That was so amazing! You killed the many-bodied Hydra. You killed the beast that hungers after our people.
Yeah. Mint, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? That was.
You got a dry pair of shoes?
Yeah.
I could do with some snakeskin ones. They'd look lovely.
Roll me-
Sorry.
roll me a persuasion check, please.
Oh, no, right. That's a 6 without adding, so only a 10.
you get a 10. The 3 of them look at each other and look down at their own feet for a moment, considering cutting off their own feet to give you shoes. But then they go, they remember that there's plenty of leather and scales on the Hydra, and go and make you a brand new pair of.
I'm going to step out from behind the tree and go.
I'm going to jump
with my nose still like this. Like, are we trusting these things?
Who is this?
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
Behind the tree, the whole time.
The whole time?
Well, where do you think the arrows were coming from?
We thought that the tree was sentient.
No. No.
And you're this little halfling person stepping out from behind this tree. They initially reacted with shock and fear, but kind of get over that and kind of go, oh well, we owe you a great debt of gratitude. We would love to be able to repay that in any way they can. They hand a beautiful handcrafted pair of leather, scale leather boots to Darloft.
I just take off this kind of wet, muddy sock showing a very hairy leg and furry toes, and just kind of put it on with a kind of sigh.
It's water repellent.
Thank you. And then I just kind of, bundle up these wet socks and boots and shove them in my pack and say thank you.
They immediately make your entire pack, and everything in it smell terrible. They smell like feet and wetness.
Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. And I blame them, so because someone farted.
Sorry.
Yes, this is truly an unpleasant smell. Umbra, we appreciate everything you've done for us, but please don't bring your natural gases and body odor into our village. Take
I'm just going to let
one of these ponds.
No.
No. Right, fair enough. We don't really have bargaining chips. It was just a suggestion. Come with us, and we will give you food and a place to sleep and a place of honor at our feasting tables.
Yeah, because I really want to watch a bunch of snake hand people
Snake
eat.
hands.
That would be rad. Yeah. Leading are we gonna dig in now? Yeah. because I want to see this.
Let's do it right now. Yeah.
Amazing. So like the hands, right?
Yeah.
So is a snake?
Mhm.
Do you have a snake as a hand, or do you have snakes as fingers?
No, it's a snake as a hand.
Snakes
So,
as hands.
yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd be like 5 snakes on each.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are they like boys, girls, either way?
Give me one sec. I'm gonna go ahead and roll to see whether they are boys or girls. Cool. So they are both girls.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to start flirting with the snake hands now, are you?
I'll flirt with anything, mate.
Oh, you were going to flirt with the snake hands. I was going to say, like, if the guy was going to flirt with his own female snake hands, that would be incredibly incestuous and weird.
But like, how does he, the thing that we all do, if he's got snake hands? Do you know what I mean?
The moral, not moral, but like the lines are very blurry in UNT culture.
But he has like a human head or snake head.
This one's got like a human head with snake arms. I think that's right.
Can it be like any random combination then? Could I just have like a snake for a leg, a snake for a nose, human eyes, snake tongue?
There's normally like different casts.
Yeah, there are different kind of casts of UNT in the monster manual, but we have been messing with things so much with this one shot that I'm going to say yes. You go into the UNT village and you see, people who are full snake with arms and a snake body. You see people who are like humans with like just kind of snake eyes and snake tongue, and you see like everything in between. You see one guy who's got like one human leg and one like the other leg is kind of like a snake tail with with like one of his ears is like a normal snake head. You see all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah.
I think this is mint. I'm just like walking around and like, this is amazing. Like, this is amazing.
He's walking around getting his instruments out again, and then a note and going, I'm writing this down. This is going to be a ballad at some point. Ballad of the snake people.
Yeah. These three lead you to the UNT elder. And you see the UNT elder at first looks like just a mound of like hair, almost looks like a gorilla. But then you see it's a person with just hundreds of snake Medusa-style hair just covering its entire body. And all the snakes talk in unison to you.
So gross.
So horrifying. And they say, if you wish to know the origin of our people, basically, we were UNT, and also they had sex with a Medusa. And that's how we happened.
That's so rad.
There you go.
And look at you all now. You're like the perfect race. Sneaky, weird people.
We appreciate your kind words and great ability to murder our predators.
It is weird though, isn't it? But to you, it's normal, like a one-headed hydra with 5 bodies.
Yes, that is exceedingly normal on this world.
Oh, class. Let's just eat. Like, I just want to see you eat. I want to see your hair eat.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit concerned about what kind of food they're going to serve.
And so you should be. You quickly see that there are big banquet tables that have been set up. There are a couple of really big banquet tables out on either side, and there's one that people with a lot of snake heads go to, and one that people who don't really have as many snake heads sit at. And you think for a minute that it's going to be like a class thing, but then you see it's ordinary food for like regular people that you know, like fantastic like roasted spitted meats and corns and all of this good stuff is laid out on the one table. And on the other table, you see an enormous cage is lowered on a rope from a branch up above, and inside are hundreds of mice. And
A bit like the reverse of Indiana Jones when they cut open the snake and all the snakes come out.
yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would eat everything at that dinner table. I've always dreamt about being at that scene. Chilled monkey brains. I'll be yes,
That's
bro.
it,
100%.
Yeah.
Eyeball soup.
You
Yeah.
see, when the cage gets lowered enough, the elder reaches forth a limb, and a bunch of the snakes like reach forward and like pull out the pin of the cage. The bottom swings open. The mice fall and spread across the table, and there is this mad rush of all of these snakeheads as this kind of like weird meal, but also like game happens where everybody's trying to get all of the mice before they run away and escape as part of their meal. So the guy with like the ear goes like, guy with the hands just goes like, blah, blah, blah. And you see the elder just climb straight up onto the table and just kind of rolls around. This incredibly inelegant
Tasmanian devil style.
very weird frenzy of snake appendages just trying to get a meal out of this scrambling of mice who are all desperately trying to live.
This is so gross and so rad. Yeah, I'm just like, this is amazing. I think I want to live here now.
Yeah. I'm joining you. I've converted.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, like, do you want some music whilst you're eating? So I've got some instruments here.
We love music.
Yeah, what'd you like? I could carry you.
They probably find it difficult to play instruments.
100 saxophones appear out of nowhere.
Oh, no!
Please tell me they're playing Careless Whisper. That's,
No!
100%. 100%.
Saxophone.
Yeah.
Do you want to lead them in song?
Yeah, I decide to sing Alice Cooper, Your Poison, for them. Because I'm assuming some of these are venomous snakes.
Tunes.
Yeah, oh yeah, Whitesnake. Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I ever know.
Oh, I didn't know what to say to.
Yeah, they're listening to that. I say, hey, look, do you like pro wrestling? They're like, yeah, like Jake the Snake Roberts, obviously. Like, yeah, and they're like clapping their like snaky hands, like, oh, amazing, like, look at that. Like, yeah.
100%.
Aren't the snakes moving to the music?
It looks like fields of weird grass waving to the music. It's I'm trying to make a Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind reference, but they're not gold. But you know what I mean. Yeah.
As long as one of them doesn't start going, trust in me. The eyes that start going.
No, they're genuinely friendly. They're just weird looking people.
They're just gross snake people.
Yeah.
I say to them, like, how do we look to you? Like, you know, because we're like completely like legit. All right, like where we come from.
You look like the non-snake Medusa parts of us, so the humanoid parts of us, but just like in totality, you look like the Medusa, my great grandmother, if her hair was weird.
You find I have beautiful hair. Can I just?
I like the colors. I like the way it catches the light. It's different from scales. It's very, very interesting indeed.
It really is. And my hair doesn't regurgitate rat guts and bones after afterwards. I just use shampoo.
On cue, just hundreds of spewings of rat bones out of hundreds of snake mouths.
Yeah.
And they go, "Wow, you must not have to sweep."
No, but you never have to cut your snake hair.
Right, because we don't have hair really.
No, weird, but
Yeah.
nice.
You're not that weird looking. You're not unattractive, strange people.
Because I must, here, in your world, I mean, I don't know if people like, but if you came to where we're from,
yeah.
People run. They've run away.
What? Why?
Because you're hideous. It's just, but I think you're rad.
Right.
I think you're lovely on the inside, but we're not in quite a world like that where we're from. We still have people who are still a bit.
Oneshotia sounds like a bigoted and horrible place.
It's a place.
Why do you think we're here?
On that, I do have to dash actually,
and that's where we will.
Yeah,
We're gonna stop anyway.
Yeah, cool.
With you guys having feasted with these Yuan-Ti and playing Alice Cooper, Your Poison on 100 saxophones.